Let's solve the following linear inequality. So we begin by rewriting our given expression as x divided by x minus 5 minus 1/2. This is greater than 0. We'll combine the two terms on the left hand side. So in the denominator we have 2 multiplied to x minus 5, and in the numerator we have 2x minus x plus 5. So this is greater than 0. Solving the numerator gives us x plus 5 divided by 2 times x minus 5. So this is greater than 0. And we know that 2 being a positive number, so what we'll do? We'll multiply both sides of the expression with 2, and this is not going to affect the sign of the inequality. So finally we get x plus 5 divided by x minus 5. So this is going to be greater than 0. We'll find the solution to this particular linear inequality, which will be the same as solving the original linear inequality. Now let's take two cases. Case number 1. So here we have x plus 5 divided by x minus 5. So this is greater than 0. We'll consider case number 1 that both of them, the numerator and the denominator, are positive at the same time. So x plus 5 is greater than 0 and x minus 5 is also greater than 0. Which simply means that we have a positive number divided by a positive number, and that becomes positive, and which is greater than 0. So that means the linear inequality holds. So let's solve the two inequalities. So we have x greater than negative 5 and x greater than 5. On the number line, we'll consider the value negative 5 and positive 5. So x greater than negative 5 tells that we have to consider all the values of x which are greater than negative 5. And that means lying to the right of negative 5. And x greater than 5 means we'll consider all the values of x which is greater than positive 5. That means lying to the right side of x equals to 5. Now we have to find out the common region, which common region means the values of x which is going to satisfy both the two inequalities simultaneously. So this is the common region, and that means if we consider values of x to be greater than 5, then it's going to satisfy both the two inequalities simultaneously. So this is one solution that we obtained from case number 1. Now let's go to the second case. In the second case, what we'll do, we'll consider both the numerator and the denominator to be negative. That means x plus 5 is less than 0 and x minus 5 is also less than 0, which simply means that we are dividing a negative number by another negative number, which becomes positive, and that means greater than 0. So let's solve them. We have x less than negative 5 and x less than positive 5. So that means on the number line, we'll consider negative 5 and positive 5. So x less than negative 5 means consider all the values of x which is lying to the left of x equals to negative 5, excluding x equals to negative 5, and x less than 5 means consider all the values of x which is less than 5 or lying to the left hand side of x equals to 5. Now this is the common region. So that means if we pick any values of x from this particular region, it's going to satisfy both of the two linear inequalities. So that means x must be less than negative 5. So from case number 1, we have obtained x is greater than 5, and from case number 2, we have obtained x to be less than negative 5. So we'll draw on our final number line. So here we have negative 5 and positive 5. So from case 1, we have obtained the solution that x is greater than 5. So here this is the solution. So x goes from a positive 5 to all the way up to plus infinity. So x equals to 5 is not included, so that's why I put a bubble here. And we have x is less than negative 5. That means all the values of x to the left of x equals to negative 5 and going up to negative infinity. Here we have put a bubble at x equals to negative 5, meaning it is not a part of the solution. So if we want to express the solution in the interval form or the solution set, so that will be from negative infinity to negative 5, that will be an open interval, or which means union, we can consider the solution going from plus 5 to positive infinity. So this is the solution set to a given linear inequality.